Good morning. Are you Donnell Coleman?
Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
She will, Your Honor.
Ms. Coleman, in cause number 25 DCCR 0222, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of abandoning or endangering a child with intent to return from January 26th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you did what they've charged you with? I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Rojas? Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like the agreement that you reached is for a 3-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, do you understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Coleman is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Coleman, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll just give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll go forward at that time. Before you leave the courtroom today, you need to stop and talk to probation, and she's sitting at that desk right over there. All right, we'll see you back at sentencing.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. You're Eric Fornells.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Fornells was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the 3rd-degree felony offense of injury to an elderly person in cause number 25 DCCR 0267. I've received that pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the report?
We have, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
Are there any additions or corrections?
Not from
Not from the state, Judge. We just simply ask the court to follow the agreement of the parties.
Thank you. All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty previously, freely, and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 5 years. You're ordered to pay the $1,000 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity because you don't have the felony conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation period, if you're successful, the case will actually be dismissed. You'll never have a felony conviction. It is. It's a great opportunity. The other side to that is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, you could be found guilty of the offense, and you could be sentenced anywhere in the range of punishment, which is up to between 2 years and up to 10 years. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You just need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation will call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over all of your paperwork.
Okay.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Fornells, about 6 months ago, paid for a cruise. He's set to go in February. He's wondering if this is going to affect that at all.
Should not be an issue as long as everything's going properly with your probation. Make sure you go ahead and as soon as you get assigned your probation officer, give them that information, talk to them about it, and shouldn't be an issue as long as you're doing everything you're supposed to.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Jeremy Paella, it won't get in my head. Good morning, you're Jeremy Jeremiah Paella.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna just keep asking you that apparently because I can't get it in my head. So, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
He will, Your Honor.
All right, sir, in cause number 25 DCCR 0086, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of property from November 16th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And because you did what they charged you with? And I actually said that wrong. It's actually the state jail felony, and it was from November 8th of 2024 and continuing through November 16th of 2024. And do you plead guilty to that offense? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with Mr. Rojas?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 5-year deferred probation. There would not be a fine, but there would be restitution ordered in the amount of $7,342, and you would also not be allowed to be employed anywhere where you handled cash. Is that your understanding? Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Paye is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
Oop, And Mr. Coleman, what's the state's position on waiving PSI, since it's a state, we've got that restitution amount?
Judge, I was going to suggest that to the court. The defendant, according to my records, has 0 criminal history.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, sir, is find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to waive the pre-sentence report. I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 5 years. You are ordered to pay the restitution in the amount of $7,342 and follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity because you do not have a felony conviction on your record. And if you successfully complete the probation, at the end, the case is dismissed. You'll never have a felony conviction. The other side of that is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, you could be found guilty, and you could go to the state jail prison for up to 2 years. Do you understand? So $7,300 and some change is a lot of money. Some people think, oh, I've got 5 years to do that. It's gonna, no problem. That 5 years will go by real quick if you don't start making payments on it.
Yes, ma'am.
So I want you to start making payments, even if they are a little bit, every single month. Don't wait and think I'm gonna have a tax refund next year, or I'm gonna sell this. The sooner you get it paid, the sooner you could potentially even get off your probation early.
Yes, ma'am.
What can happen is you can do everything right on your probation. And at the end of your probation period, if you have not paid that restitution, and I make a finding that you could have paid it, you could still be revoked and go to the state jail prison, even though you've done everything else right. So it's very important that you get that paid off, okay? All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. If you'll just have a seat here in courtroom, probation, she's at that desk right there. Watch for her to call you up. She's gonna go over your paperwork.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good luck to you, sir. Good morning, sir. Are you Jose Colazo?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Colazo has 2 cases set for trial to begin with jury selection next Monday. And what is the announcement?
Judge, we could be ready, but obviously we've got another case that I think supersedes this one. But I will announce the same thing I told the court the other day. I gotta find out what's happening with my murder case in Hardin County that's starting Monday theoretically. We won't know that until tomorrow afternoon.
Right.
So I'll report to the court as soon as.
I'm
that
going to,
happens.
Mr. Kimler was already here as well, and to discuss that case. And so what I'm going to do, is the state ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm going to wait to number the cases until I hear from either you or Mr. Kimler. The minute you guys know if that case is getting reset, if you'll please let me know so that I can get that trial order out by the end of the day.
We will, Judge.
Stay in touch with Mr. Gertz. He'll let you know when you need to be back next week, okay? And then you've got Austin Robert Jones. Good morning, sir. You're Austin Robert Jones.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Jones' case in 24 DCCR 0094 is also set for trial to begin with jury selection next Monday. I'm sure it's the same announcement from you.
It is the same announcement from me, Judge. We're
And-
ready.
And the state's ready for trial, Your Honor.
So I will wait again till tomorrow after that pretrial setting. And then I will number the cases once I know what's going on in Hardin County.
Out of an abundance of caution too, Judge, as you know the history on this case, I'm gonna wanna re-raise at some point my motion to quash the indictment in relation to the recklessness allegation. So I'm just saying it out loud so I don't forget later.
Okay.
That I'm gonna wanna I know the court's already ruled on it, and I know what we've already
Well,
done.
we got to start all over on
but
this one, so
Yeah, I
we'll,
just need to not waive it.
Sure,
by some
okay.
chance, so.
Okay, sounds good. As soon as we get that trial order, we can take care of any pretrial issues either later this week or Monday morning next week or something like that. All right, stay in touch with Mr. Gart. He will let you know when you need to be back. Good morning, you're Janisha Jackson. And Ms. Jackson, were you able to get a lawyer hired?
No, ma'am, but I did check you said that is very expensive.
Who'd you talk to?
Burbank, payments, sales.
Say it again, I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Burbank,
Uh-huh,
and I talked to Kayla Walker and, Nan Walker Jr. and Sales and Son Law Firm.
okay. Are you working?
I do work at license, but I don't have a client right now.
Okay.
I'm waiting on a client while my kids do schedule.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, thank you for doing what I asked you to. I'm gonna have you fill out some paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. Make sure you fill it out accurately and completely. Don't just leave it all blank or put zeros. You're gonna swear under oath that it's all true, okay? So if you step in front of the clerk, she'll give you that paperwork. Are you Clifford Norman?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Norman, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 1034. You're charged with, my computer's going slow. You're charged with something. Yes. All right. The second degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and that's from July 15th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No, ma'am, I can't afford one right now. I'm a disabled vet, so I've been doing community service work, volunteer, where I stay at now.
Do you receive disability?
Yes, ma'am.
How much do you receive a month?
2244.
All right, so I will find that you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. If you step in front of the clerk, she might need a minute to let you know that information, and step in front of the clerk right here. She'll tell you what to do. Good morning, sir. You're Presley Viltz, and Mr. Viltz, were you able to get someone hired? I can't hear you.
I talked to Livingston Scott, he asked for 1500, I'm not gonna give his number.
To who?
Livingston Scott,
Livingston Scott?
I got a business.
Okay, let me see. Is he local?
Yeah, well,
Langston? Scott, Mr. Adams?
yeah,
Okay. And so when are you gonna be able to get him hired?
I'm trying to shoot for the next one.
I don't know why you're whispering, but I can't hear you. The end of the month? Okay. So I'm going to reset your case one more time to get Mr. Adams hired. If you get him hired, bring the reset notice that you get today to him. He'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire him, and that's not going to work for some reason, then you need to talk to at least 3 others and bring me those names, okay? All right, if you'll step right behind him here in front of the clerk, she'll give you that reset notice. And it's Mr. Adams. I'm telling you, I don't know what's wrong. I can't hear anything this morning.
He has to go straight to jail.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, you thank you, sir.
Good morning. You're Kyra Rogers. And Ms. Rogers, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 0976. You're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of service from June 5th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
When I had talked to the Bloodborne people, they told me that I was gonna get a court appointment.
Right, so when you were in custody, we automatically give you a court-appointed lawyer, but once you bond out, what I do is expect you at least to try to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to see if you can get a lawyer hired.
If not, I can get a court appointment.
Listen to what I'm saying. You have to try to hire a lawyer, okay? If you get a lawyer hired, then you need to bring the reset notice to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do. If you are unable to hire a lawyer, I want you to talk to at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me the names of the lawyers that you've talked to so that I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? Okay, step in front of the clerk. Good. You're Jaden Simon?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Simon, you are here on initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 0918. You're charged with the second-degree felony offensive robbery from June 12th of 2025. And since you have made bond, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
Not at the moment.
How old are you?
17,
Are you in school or are you working?
in school,
Where do you go to school?
Paul Brown.
Okay. And so do you have, or a family that's going to help you hire a lawyer, or do you want me to consider appointing you a lawyer since you're still in school?
I'm a family.
Okay, so y'all are gonna try to hire someone? So what I'll do, Mr. Simon, is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to hire somebody. If you get a lawyer hired before the next court date, bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers y'all talked to so I know you're trying, and we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order. Do you understand? All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you your reset notice. Good morning, sir. Are you Brandell Griffin? And Mr. Griffin, this is your initial appearance in cause number 24, DCCR 1666. You're charged with the state jail felony offense of publishing or threatened to publishing intimate visual material from June 24th of 2024. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? So what I'm going to do, Mr. Griffin, is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get someone hired before the next court date, bring the reset. I'm going to tell you, I got to say all the words. I know you sitting here heard it, and I'll never have somebody come back and say I didn't tell them the same thing. If you get someone hired, bring that reset notice to them. If you're unable to hire someone, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. Make sure you bring those names back of who you've talked to so I know you're trying, and we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then you come back, I may raise your bond for not following that court order, and you would have to go back to jail. You understand? Where do you look? Google Jefferson County or Beaumont criminal attorneys. Okay. And also, if you walk right across the hall here, when you walk out of the courtroom, there's the Jefferson County Bar Association. They also have a referral service, and they can give you a few attorneys' names as well. Good morning, ma'am. You're Shannon Stott?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Stott, in cause number 23-41490, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of service, and that's from July 15th of 2022. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No.
So what I'm going to do, Ms. Stott, is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers you talked to, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order, and you would have to go back to jail. Do you understand? If you'll step in front of the clerk, she'll give you your reset notice. Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. You're Deshandra Joseph?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is 24 DCCR 0708. Ms. Joseph is charged with injury to a child, elderly, or disabled individual. And what is the announcement?
Judge, she was previously offered, I think, for deferred, and she rejected that. I visited with her about the case, and I've received the discovery. Mr. Hoffmeyer is not here today. I believe it's his case. She's still rejecting that.
Okay.
And
Ready to go on the trial docket?
We'll go to trial or have another announcement and let you talk to Mr. Hoffmeyer.
Well, y'all have had an opportunity to do that. I can't imagine it would get much better than a 4-year deferred probation offer. And so it's your intention, you want to go to trial and reject that? All right, we'll set it for trial. Mr. Reynolds will begin preparation for trial. If there's any change, y'all need to let me know well before the trial docket. Otherwise, once we get up to the trial docket, I'm not going to accept any other plea agreements, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, stay in touch with Mr. Reynolds, and he'll let you know when you need to be back and visit with him to get prepared.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, I am signing a dismissal on cause number 24 DCCR 2192 right now. Ms. Ashcraft, you're free to go. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Good morning, ma'am. You're here to interpret. Would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that you will truthfully and accurately translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English? Thank you. And what is your name for the record? Maria Morel.
Maria Morel.
Thank you. And sir, are you Juan Lopez?
Eso es Defendant. Yes.
And Mr. Lopez's case is set for trial to begin with jury selection next Monday. What is the announcement?
What day is that, Your Honor? next week. That would be the 20th. I think I have a protective order. I'm supposed to be in Hardin County trying that murder case up there. Thomas issued a protective order.
Can you get a,
That's gonna be that.
Also have a protective order from Judge Parkhurst.
I
for
see,
that.
that's the one that I
But
have a copy
He's
of.
deferred to Thomas.
Okay.
So I have Thomas's too, which I can email to you.
Okay, and I had heard, y'all have a pretrial in Judge Thomas's tomorrow. Does
I know
Mr.
Mr.
Hopper?
Hopper says he's ready on his trial case.
I'm ready on this one.
So do this, if you will, please, tomorrow after that pretrial. If you'll contact the court.
Yes, ma'am.
Immediately let us know if something happens and that case is going to go away, then I'm going to number this case.
It may get reset, but I don't think it's gonna go away.
Well, that means I just mean go
Oh,
away for next
trial.
week.
Yes, ma'am.
So, if it does, then I'm going to number the case.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm ready, announcing ready on this, but for that protective.
And do you have, do you intend to have your own interpreter for trial?
Well, I'll need an interpreter, I suppose. Is that Erica or whoever?
You need to let the coordinator know that as well
Okay,
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes. All right. And and you'll have to get with Mr. Hoffpower, make sure if he needs anybody. But I will number the cases tomorrow. Let me know, please, as soon as you're done with that pretrial.
Okay, you can tell him back. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Y'all can go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Good morning, ma'am. You're Sarah Henderson.
Good morning, yes, ma'am.
And in 24 DCCR 0760, Ms. Henderson is charged with credit or debit card abuse. Mr. Lewis?
Well, Judge, there are some things for us with the restitution I wanted to talk to Mr. Hoffmeyer about. I just haven't had a chance to. I don't think we'll need long as far as trying to, but I think that'll get it resolved.
All right, so I'm gonna do just a normal reset. He'll be in trial, I know, this week, so make sure when
Okay.
he's not, you can, get in touch with him. Ms. Henderson, stay in touch with Mr. Lewis, so that as soon as he does discuss everything with Mr. Hoffpower, y'all can go over that, and we'll get an announcement at the next court date.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, you're free to go.
Thank you.
And you have Justin Wallace. Good morning, sir. You're Justin Wallace. And Mr. Wallace's case is set for trial to begin with jury selection next Monday. And what is the announcement?
We're ready, Judge.
I know that Mr. Hopper told me he's ready on all his trial cases.
All right, and so has there been any change with regard to that Kappa 15 offer?
No, ma'am.
So I want to make sure you understand, Mr. Wallace, I will number the cases tomorrow after docket. I will not accept plea agreements after then. So if something changes, get with Mr. Lewis. Otherwise, plan to be here next Monday afternoon. All right? All right, thank you. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning. You're Jermaine Young. And in cause number 24 DCCR 0916, Mr. Young is charged with aggravated sexual assault of a child. And what is the announcement?
Last time I was here, we were waiting for DNA. The state was going to look into it.
It looks like Mr. Hoffmeyer did, Your Honor. He had a conversation with the detective, Ryan Flanagan from Belmont Police Department, who indicated that it looked like a sane kit containing the swabs that we would have been then waiting on the DNA from was not submitted, and we would just ask for a short reset just to maybe discuss the offer in light of that and see if we
Okay.
can't get something worked out before putting it on trial.
Okay, this will be the last reset. Make sure Mr. Hoffpower knows that so he can get with Mr. Burbank, stay in touch with Mr. Burbank so you guys can visit before the next court date and we'll get an announcement at that time.
Thank you. May I
Yes.
be excused?
Yes. Good morning, you're Brandon Farney.
Yes, ma'am.
And in cause number 25 DCCR 0765, Mr. Farney is charged with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And what is the announcement?
Good morning, Your Honor. This is our very first setting. The state is needing me to get them some documentation, and I think that this case will hopefully be resolved across the whole misdemeanor court. If we could please come back for a standard reset, I think we should have it done next time.
That should be no problem, Judge. I think it will be disposed of down the hall with a
Okay.
forfeiture of the weapon that was involved. I just need some documentation with respect to his schooling and employment to include into the file.
All right, we'll just do a normal reset. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Crenshaw so y'all can get anything taken care of prior to your next court date.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're free to go. Good morning, are you Corey Richardson?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is 25 DCCR 0249. Mr. Richardson is charged with solicitation of prostitution, and what is the announcement?
Judge, this is one where I'm still trying to get the DA's office to either do a pretrial diversion or some type of a misdemeanor reduction. We're just not there yet. Kobe's not obviously getting ready for trial, but I think we are getting close. If we could come back for another reset. That's my goal here due to his employment situation.
So, it looks like you were hired back in February. This will be the final reset on this case. Make sure you get with Mr. Hoffpower, so that we can get an announcement one way or the other before that next court date.
Understood.
All right, thank you. Stay in touch with Mr. Crenshaw, so that you can visit with him, and we'll, see where your case is going at the next court date. Okay, thank you. Good morning, sir. You're Carlos Betancourt. And in cause number 25 DCCR 0798, Mr. Betancourt is charged with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And what is the announcement?
Judge, we're asking for another announcement day. We have not had opportunity to review the videos together.
Okay. It looks like you were just hired in August.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Any issues that you see, Mr. Nichols?
No, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Betancourt, I'm just going to do a normal reset about 30 days. Make sure you make an appointment to go visit with Mr. Galmore so you guys can go over everything, and we'll see where we are at the next court date. You're free to go. Thank you.
The courtroom was calm as the defendant stood before the judge, believing the hardest part was already over. He had entered a guilty plea for felony theft, and on paper, the agreement looked generous. 5 years of deferred probation, no immediate prison time, no permanent felony conviction if everything went smoothly. For many defendants, this would feel like a victory. The judge confirmed that the plea was entered freely and voluntarily, carefully explaining the terms. She made it clear this was an opportunity most people never get. If probation was completed successfully, the case would be dismissed, and the defendant would walk away without a felony on his record. The defendant nodded along, confident and quiet. Then the tone shifted. The judge focused on one number that changed everything: restitution, over $7,000 owed. She explained that probation was not just about staying out of trouble, it was about responsibility. The courtroom grew tense as she leaned into the reality most defendants ignore. She warned that 5 years passes quickly, especially for people who delay payments. Some defendants think they can wait for a tax refund, a better job, or a lucky break. The judge shut that thinking down immediately. Small payments had to start now. Waiting was a mistake. What came next stunned the room. The judge explained that even if the defendant followed every rule, passed every check-in, and avoided new charges, failure to pay restitution could still send him to jail. Doing everything right except paying still counts as failure. Her words landed hard. She explained that at the end of probation, if the court believed the defendant could have paid and chose not to, probation could be revoked. Prison would still be an option. The defendant's posture changed as the weight of that warning settled in. This was not anger or yelling. That made it worse. The judge's calm delivery carried authority and certainty. She wasn't threatening, she was explaining reality. Probation was a privilege, not protection. The ruling stood. 5 years of deferred probation, full restitution required, no handling cash for work, and no excuses. The judge handed over the paperwork and reminded the defendant that success depended entirely on his choices. As the defendant stepped away, the courtroom remained quiet. The message was clear: mercy came with conditions, and ignoring them carried instant consequences. What looked like an easy deal became a test of discipline, responsibility, and accountability, with prison waiting on the other side if he failed.